When I went into the theater last night to watch the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, I was expecting everyone to be as ecstatic as me, like real FNAF fans, but it's like, oh my god, we're finally seeing it on the big screen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh my god, yeah, we're gonna see Freddy Fazbear, yeah. Well, actually, it wasn't like that at all. Now listen, I'm not judging those that like to be silent, during a viewing of a movie. That's kind of sometimes the point of watching a movie in a theater is to watch the film. But at the same time, though, I wouldn't mind seeing some people, actually reacting to the movie, like people see, like people actually getting into it and being like, laughing at some scenes or going, ooh, or, hearing the occasional nerd, like pointing out some like, Easter eggs or details in the film. Like I was expecting something like that at least, but instead, here's what I got. Here's what I fucking got. And I'm going to tell you guys what I got, like, during my movie experience. Now, when I went to go see the Five Nights at Freddy's movie last night, I went with my two sisters and one of their boyfriends. And the four of us watched the movie together. Like, older sister and her boyfriend, they were sat away from us. And then me and my other, like, sister, we were sat next to each other, like, watching the film. And there were like certain points where there was like certain like scenes where it got a reaction out of me, where I would go ooh or ah or even laugh like during one of the scenes. Like I'm not gonna say what scene it was of because obviously I don't want to spoil you guys. I'd prefer if you guys go watch the movie in the cinema, but there were certain scenes where it just got a reaction out of me. The thing that made it awkward for me was I felt as if me and my sister were the only people laughing or reacting at all to the film because everyone else was dead silent for the most part. The only thing that broke the silence, other than me and my sister reacting to this movie, was these two people, like, that were to the right of us. Like, they were beside us, also sort of reacting to the film. However, not only was it kind of obnoxious at times, it also got quite weird. Now, here's the thing. I don't have a problem with, like, a couple going into a cinema and wanting to, like, cuddle and kiss or whatnot. Like, especially if they're not doing it throughout the entire film, I don't mind that. Like, they could do whatever the hell they want. They paid for the tickets, But these two motherfuckers, they were they were taking it to a whole nother level of, like, just smooching. I mean, one of them had their pajamas on. They even had like a blanket, by the way. They bought a blanket with them. And while they were watching the film, like the dude was like, and like he sounded like he knew what Five Nights at Freddy's was, because I could hear him explaining to like, his like lover, hey, this is this is that. And the other person seemed to recognize the characters as well, because, they kept going, Chica, Bonnie, and it was kind of cringy at times. But then things took a whole nother level. First, my sister noticed. It took a while for me to notice until eventually I started to hear it myself. But the blanket, they went under the blanket, right? They went underneath the blanket. And let's just say they decided to have a bit of a fun time while watching Five Nights at Freddy's in the cinema. And we could hear them having this fun time with each other and partially see it in the corner of our eyes as well. And me and my sister were incredibly uncomfortable, to say the least. We could hear and see too much. And it just kind of threw me off guard, because while I'm trying to watch this damn thing and I'm like trying to concentrate on the movie, I just heard them to my right. And I'm like, shut up. I was so tempted to like be like, hey guys, can you not? But like, I decided to keep it to myself because I don't know, man. Like, but it was loud enough for me and my sister to hear, and I don't know, man. It was just weird. Like, I'm not saying people have to go into the theater and like fucking shout about it. Like, I'm a FNAF fan. Ooh, I get that. Oh my god, look, it's Balloon Boy. Oh my god, I get that. Look, it's the poster. Like, I'm not saying people have to do that. It's just, when I went to go and see this film, I was expecting people to be, as excited as me, because a film like Five Nights at Freddy's seemed, to me at least, it seemed like, it was like a big deal. It was like, 9 years in the fucking making, and to me, it felt like a big event, like I thought people would be as excited as I was, but instead, I got a silent theater with two people doing it next to me, and it was just, I don't know, man. But as for the movie, I already made a video on my opinion on the film, but the film itself, like, I enjoyed it. It was not what I thought. Like, it was nowhere near what I thought the movie was gonna be, but I still enjoyed the film. I thought the film was actually great. Some people don't seem to like the movie that much. In fact, I saw like a few critics complaining about the film, like having too much plot. And in personally for me, I think that's stupid because, like, to be honest, I don't really need to say, like, why would you want a movie where it's just a security guard like trying to survive till 6 a.m.? You might as well play the game at that point, you know? And then a few other people were complaining, saying, hey, this is stupid, or hey, this doesn't make sense, this doesn't make sense. But, like, in the end of the day, it's a fucking film. Like, fuck me. But anyways, guys, that's all I gotta say, really. If you're thinking of seeing this film, but you're unsure because of the stuff you heard from other people, if I were you, I would ignore, like, other people's opinions and watch the movie anyway, because in my personal opinion, I think your opinion on this film should be down to you. It's one of them movies where there's going to be different groups of people that are all going to have a different opinion. There's going to be the people that love the movie. Then there's going to be the middle ground where people appreciate the movie and like it, but they wish it could have been this or that. And, they wish the movie did a few things differently, which I understand. And then there's people that are going to, not really like the movie, not understand the film, which, that's okay. But in the end of the day, I recommend the film. I honestly do. If you're a FNAF fan, and you've been waiting for this film as long as I have, then watch it. Like, that's all I gotta say.